Okay, so we've got this glued on. This glue is still a little rubbery because it hasn't fully cured, but that's okay because we are going to drill out some of it anyways. And the lighter it is, the less egging out we'll do of our steel here. So, I got the lanyard hole one ready to be drilled out. So I'm just going to stick that off to the side, get my drill bit as straight as possible. Let me see. Hold this to where you can see. And then drill very slowly.
I think this is a little dull too.
Now that's done. Now, move on to these small ones up here. Now, let's see if my pin, which is just going to be a 16 penny nail, fits through. Yep, that'll work nicely. Fits snug and secure. So let's drill out this last hole, then I'll glue on the other side. Now remember this hole in here? All I'm going to do is hit it a few times, like so. Peel this out. And then, that's where more epoxy will go. I'll actually fill that hole up this time. So, I'll glue on the other side. We'll get back to you. Okay, time to drill the holes clean through. And so, doing this will allow me with having not having the ability to drill a straight hole. You can use a drill to drill through if then you have your other side as a guide to make it straight. And these long drills Very important to clean out the drill hole constantly. So, all we're going to do to grind this down is use the sanding wheel on the angle grinder. Now, I have not put in the pins yet because what I'm going to do is grind it down to the shape I want, and then I'm going to countersink all of these and then put the pins into where I can peen them into a depression and form an actual rivet. So that'll come later. Right now, what I need to focus on, though, is getting all of this cut down to my handle. Well, one of the scales popped off. Could have been just because of a film on the knife somewhere, or something else. Might have heated up a little bit in the grinding process, but that's okay. I needed to mix up more epoxy anyways, because I'll epoxy this copper pipe in along with the pins, because even though I'm peening them over, just putting a little epoxy on there doesn't hurt. And all I'll have to do with the holes here is just slide a little bit in, and then I'll coat the nail before I pound it in. And what's in these holes will run out the other side, while the stuff on the nail will get trapped up at the top. And run out there. And this time you don't have to do any elaborate fitting, because all you got to do is put the pins in and it's already worked out the exact way you need it to be. All you'll need to do is clean up the edges where the glue runs. Make sure that hole gets filled. There we go. Just need a little bit left on here. Stick that in there. And shove this back down on. Peen this on down through again. Set it up on something. There we go. Now, let me run the pins in. So all I have to do is rub this little edge of the nail. This is the side I'll stick in first. Jockey it around a tad since it is moving now. Once it starts going right in, all I got to do is tap it real lightly with the hammer. Then it's out. Get a little bit more. Right on this one. This one will go right in. No need for horse jockeying here. I'm getting covered in glue though. Okay. So I'm going to grab something to wipe off a lot of the extra stuff there. It's running out all over the place. And now let me give it a clamp for a few minutes. Let that set up. Okay, that's a little bit much, but we can always clean that up with a little bit of paper towel or another stick. If you have your stick, just clean up the heavy stuff there. If you have another gluing project, this would be a great time. Sadly, I don't have anything to glue right at the moment, so it's probably all going to waste. Make sure you get all bases covered. I have a little crack up in here, which I'll just fill with more epoxy, and that'll just get cut off at the end. Okay, I will be back with you in a few minutes.